I'd like to introduce a friend of ours in the industry, a partner to all of us in travel. She's the Travel and Tourism Manager for the Los Cabos Tourism Board. It is Juana Ortiz. Juana, welcome to our webinar series. Take it away.
Hi, hello everyone. What's a great presentation. Thank you. Hello, thank you for inviting me, and I would like to inspire you to travel today to Los Cabos, and thank you so much. So let me know. Yes, okay. I start. Well, let me see. First, I want to tell you like this to refresh this information. I would like this opportunity to provide you some updates on the destination. We reopened this beautiful destination on June 15 with a very strict measures on protocols in place to ensure the health and safety of our visitors and our community. Currently, the hotels and all the tourism services can only accommodate maximum 30% capacity. We create consistent health and safety guidelines that all the destinations have to follow. That's why the hotels must to go through an inspection that certifies they comply with the protocols before opening. All the partners on the destination are working together and united to reinforce hygiene, cleaning, travel physical distancing, and the use of personal protective equipment. We implement standardized health and screening at the airport and the port, and also all the providers on the destination need the Clean Point. It's a Punto Limpio that is a national certification. And Los Cabos was also given the World Travel and Tourism Council, the WTTC stamp of approval for a newly designed safe and travels approval that qualify by adopting the WTTC standardized health and hygiene protocols across the destination. This is just some information before coming to Los Cabos. There are a few facts that I want to mention. Los Cabos has always been characterized for having the high level of services in the airport, restaurants, and hotels. The number of rooms per hotels on average is 200. That is an advantage because we know that you are looking for maybe places that are open and are not higher concentrated. In that regard, we have, or you can find a lot of scenes of space, and you can do activities, outdoor activities at the Sea of Cortez and the mountains and desert. And now we are working on a new wellness product. Well, this is Los Cabos, all these specific areas. As you know, we are located on the tip south of Baja California Sur in Mexico. On one side, we have the Pacific Ocean, and the other side, the Sea of Cortez. These areas are all these areas, the Pacific, the escape, Cabo San Lucas, the tourist corridor, and San Jose del Cabo are part of Los Cabos. We have a combination of desert and sea and mountains, and that's why the weather here is dry, and we have 350 sunny days. Okay, the Pacific area, you can find big beaches to walk, and we have 2 new hotels there, beautiful hotels, to ocean view. And something that I really love from here is that you can hear the rough of the waves all day, and that is a beautiful experience. Here in the beaches, you can do horse riding and long walks in the beach. And Cabo San Lucas, maybe is the most popular. Here is our famous arch, and here is the marina. It's a point of departure for many of our activities on the water. You can recognize this place because the nightlife activities, and it's a beautiful place to walk in the marina. The tourist corridor, here we concentrate most of the resorts and the golf courses. We have 18 golf courses, all made by designers and golf players like Tiger Woods and Greg Norman. All have beautiful views to the ocean and the desert. Here in the tourist corridor, you can find two beaches that I love, one called Chileno, another one Santa Maria. And I love them because if you take your mask, you can see a lot of colorful fishes there. It's beautiful. San Jose del Cabo, it's the quiet brother of San Lucas. It's a Mexican town with a square and a kiosk that you can see there. It's a church, and it's ideal to do window shopping, to walk. Every Thursday here happens the art walk, that all the galleries fill the street and show the work of the artist. This happened in the afternoon, 5 o'clock I start, and finish 11 at night, after midnight. That's why I say that is the brother tranquil of Cabo San Lucas, that you can finish there at 3, 4 in the morning. Here in San Jose del Cabo, there is another marina, small marina called Puerto Los Cabos, that is special for, you can take sailing classes in this place. It's really an amazing experience. Before here, sorry, maybe you can see like a lot of farms places. That's something that I like. There is Estero, because I mentioned that Los Cabos is desert, no? But in the San Jose, there is a big estero that make the earth rich to do to host this kind of organic farms. And if you want, you can bring your family and make you can take cooking classes in these organic farms, and this is a great experience to know about the organic farms and how happen because grow in the middle of the desert. Okay, now the East Cape. This place I really like because really you can find a landscape like these photos. In this place is special for surfing, for all kind of surfing, kite surf, paddle surf, bogey surf, and bogey boarding, and surf. So if you like to do surf, this kind of activities is perfect. And also you can spend the day in these places. There is in this side a place called Cabo Pulmo that I'm going to tell you in another slide. But first, one activity that I like is if you take a ship and you can surround all the Sea of Cortez in this like out of road, and it's amazing. Okay, 42% of our territory is a natural protected area. We have in Cabo San Lucas, the marina, we protect the sea lions colony, the whales, and also the marine turtles. We have Sierra de la Laguna, that is a biosphere reserve, Cabo Pulmo, that is a national marine park that I'm going to tell you in other slide. And we protect the flora and fauna of the San Jose, del estero de San Jose that I just mentioned. Okay, for those that told you, or maybe you heard that you can't swim in Los Cabos, this is not true. We have 22 blue flag certificated beaches. This means that are secure, are safety, you can find accessibility, it has an environmental management, and of course you can swim. You can find some in San Jose, in Cabo San Lucas, other one on the tourist corridor, in San Jose del Cabo, and also in this part of the East Cape area. I mentioned that we have 18 golf courses, and in this map you can see that are all across the destination. Okay, the experiences that you can live in Los Cabos. Remember that I told you that you have the Sea of Cortez and the Pacific Ocean and the desert. So imagine first all the activities that you can do on the water, you can do in Los Cabos. Paddleboard, surfing, scuba diving, snorkeling, sailing, or you can find, you can do whale watching. The humpback whale come to visit us between December to April. And I really love this because you can see, you are in the hotel and you can see them jumping, or when they breathe, that they breathe and you can see the water of the whales. It's really amazing. Another activity that I really love, it's a safari in the water. It's pelagic safari, that you take the boat, or the boat, and or the boat. Sorry, and you look for these animals, and you can find the killer whales, the humpback whales, maybe strain rays, turtles, dolphins, and really it's a beautiful experience. And experiences in the desert, you can do bicycling, biking, ABTs, hiking, you can take racers in the desert, and horse riding, and hot springs. I'm going to tell you, keep in mind these hot springs, because I'm going to tell you a little bit later. And of course, play golf. Well, why are so many people attracted to this area? The Sea of Cortez. Yes, we have the Sea of Cortez. We are likely to have this sea surrounded in the coast of Los Cabos. This sea, the Sea of Cortez, is recognized for the diverse marine species or marine life. Jacques Cousteau, a biologist, a French biologist, called the aquarium of the world, and when you visit Los Cabos, you really can see. And one place that you can see this diversity is in Cabo Pulmo. Cabo Pulmo, it's a national marine park that is 1 hour and a half from San Jose del Cabo. I really love this place. Here you can find the coral, it's alive. So it's the home of the big school of jacks, the bull sharks, dolphins, turtles, and you can do snorkel or scuba diving and swim with these animals in their natural environment. And really, it's amazing experiences. If you have the opportunity to visit Los Cabos, I hope so, please try to visit Cabo Pulmo. This place, this national park, 92% it's in the water, and the temperature of the water and has an excellent visibility to see these animals. Other place that I love is Sierra de la Laguna. This is a biosphere reserve. Here it's in the middle of the mountain. It's 1 hour from San Jose del Cabo. And you can find in the middle of the mountains these hot springs and waterfalls, and have some trails to walk around this area. And it's beautiful to learn about the nature and the fauna and flora of the desert of Baja California Sur. So San Jose del Cabo, I told you a little bit, but this town, it's beautiful. San Jose is the art district, and as I mentioned, every Thursday is the art walk, that all the galleries show the work of the artist, and you can hear live music, and you can walk and feel like summer times. I don't know, I love that expression. I don't know if I invite this, but you feel it. You have a good feeling to walk in this little town. Todos Santos, it's in the Pacific area. It's 50 miles from Cabo San Lucas. It's another little town. We call this town part of a Pueblo Mágico, that is a magical town. It's a Mexican program that recognizes the natural beauty and the historical relevance. And it's a beautiful town to walk, to see the old haciendas, the art galleries, and the work of the artists in all these different boutiques that are on the whole town. Near this town, Todos Santos, it's a place called Pescadero, and there it's a beach called Cerritos. I don't know why, but yes, sorry, I know why. I love this beach. In December, I was with some friends, and you remember that I told you that between December to April came the humpback whale. So that's the road. They arrived in Canada and finished here in Los Cabos, in the north and to Los Cabos. And it's the road that take the whales. So you're in the beach, just watching the sea, and you can see them or jumping. And then once in December, I was there with my friends and she was there moving her big tail for 20 minutes and was really amazing. And that day also, I seen the most beautiful sunset in my life. Trust me, really was amazing. First, it start like a little bit of orange. And then 5 minutes later, a little bit of pink and orange. And then all the sky and the water of the sea become in pink and yellow and orange. It was really amazing, really amazing. Here in Los Cabos, you can live this kind of sunset that I really loved. And maybe because I live this sunset was really amazing. But you have the opportunity to see the sunset in Cerritos Beach. Okay, Los Cabos. In Los Cabos, we have some a lot of options it's a plenty of surf and turf, so you can choose what you like most. Mexican food cuisine or farm to tables experiences, and also the world-class cuisine. This we have in the restaurant in all Los Cabos a lot of options, and we have important chefs that are here. I don't know if you know about John George or Enrique Olvera, that are famous chefs. Both of them have restaurants here in Los Cabos. So you can try them in a beautiful dinner, or you can choose have a dinner in a beach when you are in the sun and have a beautiful dinner on the beach, or in a beautiful terrace appreciating the sunset. What do you think? Do you like it? I think yes. Okay, I want to show you one video. Wait a moment, please. That to invite you to visit Los Cabos. Okay, here it is.
Before you visit, get to know the rules in Los Cabos. These are and always have been the Los Cabos rules.
So, again, back here. So, if you want to, if you need more information, of course, you can ask Ryan, or you can visit Los Cabos .travel, and you can find a lot of information and beautiful photos and video to inspire you to travel to Los Cabos. And also you can follow us in our social media. Ryan, I know there are some questions. I don't know if you want to ask.
All right. Well, first of all, that was fantastic. And I will tell our viewers that Juana kept the video private. She didn't show us. That was one of the most creative uses of the world we're living in now to get you thinking about where you can be. Instead of worrying about your washing of hands like we've been doing for 20 seconds. Oh, I could see and feel that ocean water washing my hands. So you definitely inspired me to travel. So thank you for going through everything. A couple of questions I wanted to cover. One specific one was, you mentioned, and we got to talk about this, that Los Cabos is open for business as of June 15th. So the destination itself is open for tourists to come. Of the experiences and the tourist places, are most of those experiences open? Can I go play golf? Can I go to the restaurants? Can I go to the art galleries? If you could talk maybe a little bit more descriptively of what in my experience would be like if I wanted to come sooner than later.
Okay, I'm going to stop sharing here. Okay.
No, that's great.
Okay. Yes, we are open with a 30% capacity. So if you want to visit the beach, also you have to wear your mask. It's mandatory. Also, if you visit the beach, the restaurants, on the public areas, in the hotel and the marina. But when you arrive, I don't know, the example was the beach. So they take your temperature, and if you are okay, you can go and sit in where you want. And after that, you take out your mask. And that happened also in the restaurants. And also in the activities, you can do all the activities that I just mentioned in the presentation, and the activities that you say. So you everybody that wants to come to here, they can do this kind of activities. Of course, following the protocols that the state and Los Cabos make for protect the community and of course the visitors.
That's great. Thank you for covering that. You showed a great map, I think, that gave the different distinct areas of the Los Cabos region, from the Pacific area to the tourist corridor down to San Jose del Cabo. All of those, if you stayed in one area specifically, it looked like it was close enough to get to the experiences like where the nightlife is. If I wasn't staying in San Juan del Cabo, then I could still get down to the nightlife with relative ease. Is that true just from proximity standpoint, closeness?
Okay, I'm going to show you this again.
Great.
This is the map.
Yes.
Really, Los Cabos, it's a small place. From point E to point A, maybe you have 2.5 hours on all, but here it's like a road in the mountain. How do you say, like with, help me, Ryan, when it's like this.
Oh yeah, like a windy road, yeah.
Yes, and from the airport to the Pacific is highway. So maybe
yes.
2 hours from one side to other one. And if you stay in Cabo San Lucas and you want to visit San Jose del Cabo, you take a taxi or a transportation or your car and you have just 20 minutes. So you can have dinner in San Jose del Cabo and sleep in San Lucas, or if you sleep in San Jose del Cabo, you can go to a disco in Cabo San Lucas. Or something that I love, you can go somewhere in the tourist corridor to see the sunrise, and then go to the Pacific to see the sunset. That's wonderful.
You keep describing, and I think a lot of people, when they think of maybe a vacation to Mexico, only think of a few things, right? Well, I think of great food, maybe some Mexican culture, and maybe it's a golf destination, maybe it's not. Maybe if it's beach, it's probably not golf. But I think you've described a very wide variety of experiences, from a safari underwater, which I love. That was a new way to say that. So you've got tremendous wildlife too, great nightlife. You could relax on the beach in the day. You could hit the club scene at night and really experience a wide variety of things. Am I correct in your presentation there?
Yes, absolutely. Yeah, yes, I think that in Los Cabos offer this, like all the activities that you can imagine. Of course, this is not a city, we are not a big city. So, but you can find very good restaurants to have a great dinner, and then visit the beach do snorkeling or scuba diving. And then if you want, you can visit a little town to know about the culture of these regions. And that is amazing, that you can do what you want because you have a lot of options.
And you have some all-inclusive resorts in the area as well. You don't have to speak to them specifically, but you do have some that could be kind of a one-stop place. If somebody wanted to go there and just be in that one location, the all-inclusive option is there as well, correct?
Yes, correct. We have some hotels that are all-inclusive. But if you want to stay there, I suggest that take maybe one afternoon to visit San Jose del Cabo, or maybe to go to another beach, or like to move a little bit. I know I like to stay in a hotel and stay there and don't do nothing, but maybe if you like and you have time, it's a good experience to know a little bit about Los Cabos.
Oh, that's great. Really, one more final question. I think it's an important one, but it's really more about some government regulations. As you are well aware, the United States State Department has travel advisories that are in place. And there was one that was renewed for Mexico a week ago, and one of our viewers asked a question about that travel advisory. And my understanding of the specific one for Mexico is this isn't a new travel advisory that just came up because of some situations in Mexico. It's been renewed for some past things, but I looked at the list. I'm very well versed in the travel advisories. The state in Mexico that Los Cabos, the region that it's in, is not on that specific travel advisory. Do you know any more information that would be helpful for our viewers in regards to that concern?
Yes, I would like to share then. I don't have it right now because we just have a meeting, staff meeting really. And we have this map that, that the government send for you, for travelers, where they suggest to travel or not. And we, Los Cabos, and all Baja California Sur is in the I think the orange or the yellow one. So you can travel to Los Cabos. And something that I like of Los Cabos is our connectivity with US. So you can, it's not necessary to pass to other places in Mexico to come here, because we have a great connection from whole United States.
Yeah, and specifically for those Tucson residents, short drive up to Sky Harbor Airport in Phoenix, and you can be on a nonstop flight to Los Cabos, to the airport that Juana pointed out. Well, that's really all of our questions. If there's any viewers that have follow-up questions or want to dive deeper into booking and planning your trip, please contact your travel advisor at Bon Voyage today, and we'll be getting started on your trip. For those of you that are not familiar with our weekly webinar series, go to bvtravel.com/events. Just go to our main page, click on events, and you'll see the rest of August is already set up. We have the escorted vacation tour operator named Tauk Tours available next week to talk about all the global opportunities that you would have to travel with Tauk Tours, a company that's 90 years young. So we're excited to have them on. September's schedule will be up on our website in the coming weeks. So we plan to continue our virtual gatherings and hope that we've inspired you specifically today to head to Los Cabos. But if not, we'll find somewhere else, somewhere in this world to take you to. So my thanks to Juana Ortiz from the Los Cabos Tourism Board. Thank you, Juana. What a great presentation. Thanks for joining us.
Thank you, and bon voyage for everybody.
All right, wonderful. Thank you, guys, and we will see you soon. Be safe, and we hope to travel in the very near future.